Hey team, Legacy Force here, and today I want to talk about the Microsoft Xbox One gamble. So let's get started.
Word up, son. Word.
Okay, so let's think about the Xbox One and the PlayStation 4. In a lot of ways, they're probably more similar than they are different. They look similar, if you ask me. They have that matte finish on the front. They're both a little boxy. I know the PlayStation 4 has a parallelogram. I personally like the PlayStation 4 design a little bit better than the Xbox One, but I don't think the Xbox One design is terrible. They're similar with the CPU architecture, the CPU cores. They both have 8 gigabytes of RAM, although the PS4 has the DDR5 RAM, and the Xbox One has DDR3. They also have some type of, visual interface. The Generation 2 Kinnect for the Xbox One, and then the PlayStation Eye for PS4. So where are they different? What's really going to justify that additional $100 for Xbox One? Well, two things. And aside from the obvious of having to be always online and call back home every 24 hours. First, they've got the video input. So we understand this is part of Microsoft's huge strategy. And so they're going to include that. And if you look at, or at least I looked at Amazon today, was looking at different types of video input devices. I mean, they can range on your PC from $50 anywhere to $150 on average. So, it's not a trivial thing. I'm sure there was some cost of including that capability inside the Xbox One. The other thing, and this is probably the big thing, and this is what I personally call the gamble, Microsoft is forcing you to have Xbox One and Kinnect bundled together. And the PlayStation is not forcing PlayStation Eye. It's sold separately. I think the price is $59. Don't quote me on that. I got to go back and check. But let's think about this. This is a huge reversal from some years back. So let's think about when PlayStation 3 launched in 2006. At the time, Blu-ray was a brand new standard. They wanted to use that same strategy that they used with PlayStation 2 and DVD when it was still essentially fairly new. So they wanted to integrate Blu-ray. You didn't have a choice. You were going to get Blu-ray with PlayStation 2, and not only just a Blu-ray player, but probably the best Blu-ray player that Sony ever created. Microsoft, on the other hand, had the choice. They had the opportunity to include an HD DVD player. They didn't. It was not native inside of the Xbox 360. Now, you could, at the time, buy an add-on before the standard died, but they decided, you know what, no, we're going to stick with DVD and press with that. And so I think that gave them a competitive edge a little bit because they can keep the price low. At the time, Blu-ray is expensive, and they had to manufacture it, and it was new technology before they could bring the price down. Fast forward, 2013, and what do we see? The complete opposite. Microsoft is now going to force Kinnect on you, and PlayStation isn't. So what does this mean exactly for us and as a gamer? Do we trust them? Is this a huge gamble? Do you think it's going to pay off? And my gut personally right now is I say no. I don't think that Microsoft has a good track record of integrating those kind of capabilities, and I'll give you a great example. Microsoft in the past has had some good successes. They've had some not so great successes with some of their product line. We all know that Windows and Office are their cash cows essentially. But they've had some things like the Zune. Some people liked it, but it wasn't an iPod. And I don't think anybody would argue against that. And then more recently we had the Microsoft Surface. And let's think, Windows 8. Windows 8 was all about the mobile, all about tablets, while still being able to cater to the desktop crowd. And what did? They created Windows 8 in such a finicky way that it really works best only on a tablet. So did they really integrate? Did they show that they can have a seamless experience and be a little bit more like Apple? And I think no. I think that, they just weren't as successful as they could have been. So let's think about the Gen 2 Kinnect and all the gamers out there. So do we trust Microsoft? Absolutely not, or at least I don't, because they really haven't shown a good track record of integrating those types of capabilities and creating that seamless experience. And I think that that's going to, be a huge problem with them. So either they're going to get it right, and I mean when I mean get it right, they need to get it really right, or they're going to get it wrong, and it's going to hurt them. And the fact that they bet big on this experience that you cannot enjoy an Xbox One without the Kinnect piece of it, without the voice command. So what do you think, team? Did Xbox take too much of a gamble? Did they bite off more than they can chew? Who knows? We'll have to find out come November. In the meantime, please make some comments, like, subscribe, and stay tuned for some more great content coming on this channel. Three Bros All Game.